Today's reading is from Genesis, the 28th chapter, verses 1 through 22. Jacob stole his brother's blessing and is now fleeing for his life. He is deep in the wilderness and exhausted. In a physical and spiritual wilderness, Jacob encounters God and receives God's blessings. A reading from the 28th chapter of Genesis, verses 1 through 22. Jacob left Beersheba and went toward Haran. He came to a certain place and stayed there for the night because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones of the place, he put it under his head and lay down in that place. And he dreamed that there was a stairway set up on the earth, the top of it reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And the Lord stood beside him and said, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham, your father, and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie, I will give to you and to your offspring. And your offspring shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west, to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And all of the families of the earth shall be blessed in you and in your offspring. Know that I am with you, and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Then Jacob woke from his sleep and said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. And he was afraid and said, How awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. So Jacob rose early in the morning, and he took the stone that he had put under his head and set it up for a pillar and poured oil on top of it. He called that place Bethel, but the name of the city was Luth at the first. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, If God will be with me and will keep me in this way that I go and will give me bread to eat and clothing to wear, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then the Lord shall be my God. And the stone, which I have set up for a pillar, shall be God's house. And of all that you give me, I will surely give 1/10 to you. May God add a blessing to these words of life.
That text is just so much in our culture that we just don't even realize it. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Yes, you know that song. That comes from there. The tithe, did you notice at the end there, the tithe, the 10%, that comes partly out of that text as well. And Jacob's ladder is there, and so often we use or have heard in our culture Jacob's ladder. When we started at the 9 o'clock service, I was looking over the bulletin, and for the 9 o'clock service, and I had missed something. It said this song that I learned in the 1960s. In the 1960s, I was singing, We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder. Maybe you did in your church school or Sunday school experience or camp experience as well. But when I looked at it, over to the right there, it said Bruce Springsteen. And I thought, well, I'm about the same age as Bruce Springsteen. At least I'm close. And I don't remember Bruce Springsteen writing, We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder. So check it out. Open your Googler and look at it and find Bruce Springsteen's wonderful version of We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder. The story is just so many facets in our culture. And to sleep, the stone for a pillow. Stone pillows. Will you pray with me? May the words of my mouth fertilize your planted seeds, O God. Amen. Jacob Jacob is running for his life. He is in despair. He's trying to make his life easier. He tried really hard to make his life easier. He stole his brother's blessing. He colluded with his mother to steal his brother's blessing. I don't know how your marriage is going or anything, but colluding with your children against your husband might not be the best prescription for a long and lasting and happy marriage. He has, by his own wiles, made his life hard. Have you ever done that? You try so hard to make a difference, to get a little bit ahead, to work, and it just messes you up. Or you cut a little corner here and there, and suddenly your life is harder. His sleep is fitful, his pillow is stone. Into his despair, Jacob encounters the great majesty of God and finds his life blessed. His troubles remain, but with God and in God's care, he is blessed. Biblical scholar Esther M. Men, who serves in the great city of Chicago, reminds us that in Genesis, God appears not to royalty and to priests, but to a terrified refugee. He has run from his own land because he is being brought out. He is afraid. His life is threatened, and so he flees. He's betrayed his family. He's betrayed all of his values. That which he knew would bring him life, he betrayed, and now he is a terrified refugee. He's stolen his brother's blessing for himself, to get himself ahead, because he felt jealous of his brother. And now he must flee for his life. The stolen blessing has turned to dust, for it has brought him nothing. And he has fled into the wilderness. Did you catch that? He is beyond the land that he knows. He has gone to a place barren of blessings, a place where he doesn't even know how to function and get along. But not only a wilderness of place, but a wilderness of purpose and blessing. He has fled beyond his ability to care and is emotionally in a wilderness as well. Have you ever been there? You're just exhausted, just beyond yourself. You don't feel moored anymore. Everything that has held you has now crumbled around you. All of your efforts have gone awry, and you feel you are in a wilderness, and you are exhausted. Everything in your day has gone wrong. Has this ever happened to you, or is it only me? Everything in nobody told me it was drive 10 miles an hour under the speed limit day. Everybody's in my way. My pen runs out. The next one runs out, and some knucklehead put a dead pen in the pen jar, and now I've got that one as well. Why won't people throw things away? Everything is wrong. Your soup is cold. Your food is yuck. And the milk went sour in the fridge. Everything is wrong with your day. Anybody? Okay. And you lay down in bed at night because you are so exhausted. Just let me sleep. And you lay down, and it is as if your stone is a pillow. Your pillow is turned to rock because your head is so full of all of those thoughts, and you can't sleep because everything's just running around in your head. And then you pick up your phone, and everything becomes worse, right? Here, let me doom scroll through the day just to see how bad everybody else is. Oh, that idiot has done something yet again to mess up the world, or this idiot has, or my neighbor has, or you lay down to rest. You're in the wilderness, and your pillow is a stone. And then the dreams begin. And this dream is so vivid. The ladder is really the wrong image here, a ladder that you have to climb. I often think of it more as an escalator, that there are angels, messengers of God. Don't get all fancy with harps and wings. Messengers of God bringing blessings to the earth. That's the image in the text, that God's blessings are coming to the earth and blessing humanity and all of the earth. Even in the midst of all of this craziness, Jacob dreams of God sharing blessings. And remember, he's after blessings. That's what he has been after. God's bringing blessings to people and communities. And in this stone for a pillow life, God is sharing a blessing. Here, now, track. Jacob stole his brother's blessing so that he would be blessed. And his blessing turned into a curse. And now he has fled into a land where there appears to be no blessings. And into that, God brings blessings. And God speaks directly to Jacob, shares specifically with him. Alev is the Hebrew word. And I apologize to anybody who speaks ancient Hebrew if I got it slightly wrong. Alev. And the word Alev has multiple perspectives, right? It comes from different places. We've got a lot of words in English that do that same thing. And the Hebrew is that way too. The way that it long was translated, that God was on top of all of these escalators going up and down, pushing blessings down upon the earth. But in the 20th century, in the late 20th century, and early 21st century, there's been a change in the way that word has been translated. There's still the sense of above, but it's an enormous intimacy. There's a closeness to it. It is as if God, while Jacob is sleeping, is laying on top of Jacob like a blanket and blessing him. Isn't that a beautiful image? That when you are on your stone pillow, when your mind will not shut off, when you have all of the restless legs that you could possibly stick on the end of your body, God lays as a blanket upon you and brings you peace. It's so intimate. It's so near. And it's such a grand and beautiful promise. So as God lays intimately near Jacob, God speaks, utters, pushes out a blessing. Verse 15, know that I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. This is the blessing. This is the joy. How often in our lives do we need someone just to speak a blessing to us, just to remind us that we are loved, that the world can be beautiful, that there is something about us that is whole and present and divinely wonderful. When your pillow feels like a stone, when life seems to give you no blessing, when you're up all night, when you're running only to find yourself deeper in the wilderness, remember that God gives you a blessing that says, wherever you go, no matter what wilderness you are in, no matter how hard your pillow is, God will be with you. Know that I am with you, and I will love you wherever you go. Jesus, at the end of Matthew, in the 28th chapter, the very end of the gospel that we call Matthew, he's been resurrected. He was dead and resurrected. Remember, he was crucified. He was abandoned by all who he trusted and knew that he was friends. And then at the end of Matthew, he is with the disciples, and he gives this same blessing to the disciples. He gives this same blessing to you and me. He gives this same blessing to all of us. Jesus says, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. No matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens in your life, God is always with you. Jesus is always with you. We are one with God, and God will be with us always. God gives this blessing. But what is this blessing? God's presence. Yeah. Have you ever been in the presence of somebody and it didn't feel right? Sometimes presence isn't a blessing. They give you the creeping willies. That person at work who cuts his toenails in his cubicle. You with me? You know who these people are? That person who likes to sit next to you at lunch but eats liverwurst and onion sandwiches. Maybe you like liverwurst and onion sandwiches. They don't belong. The person who microwaves fish at work. I got you, Jim? You there? All right. You know who I'm talking about. Sometimes presence isn't a blessing, but here's God's presence as a blessing. The word is agape. Agape. It's a beautiful word. It's in the many words that the Greeks used for love. Our New Testament was originally written in multiple languages, but then took its form in Greek. In Greek. And the Greeks had multiple words for love. Eros. Eros is romantic love. Ah, my sweet, I love you so much. Pepe Le Pew love. Philia. Philia is brotherly or sibling love. The word philia, our city called the city of brotherly love, is Philia, Philadelphia. Storage, or similar to that, is that familial love as well. It's more of the love of the family, not just brothers and sisters, but family love. And then there is that wonderful word, agape. And agape I like particularly because it is a harder word to get a hold of. It isn't romance. It isn't brother and sisterly love, sibling love. It isn't familial love. It is a larger, more beautiful, broader love. It emerges as something entirely distinct. It's not an emotion-driven attraction. It's not love given by merit, not something you can earn, but a deliberate, sacrificial choice of the will. For we Christians, this agape is the very essence of God's character. It's the defining characteristic of the life of Jesus Christ. It is the ultimate expression of our Christian life. We can't earn it. It's undeserving. And agape is the kind of love that is given by God to Jacob in the wilderness. It's the kind of love that's given to us when we have tried to steal blessings and it's all gone to dust. It's the kind of love that we receive when our pillows are stones and we just need rest in life. It's given to the undeserving, to the rebellious, to the broken, and it's the seeking of the highest good without expecting anything in return. You just love. So to help you with this, we've created here some stones that you can take home. You get to get something to take home. And on these stones, we have written the word agape, A-G-A-P-E. This self-giving love, this love from God, this divine kind of love that was given to Jacob, that is given to you, because no matter where you go in life, you are loved by God. If we can give you no other gift in life, that is the one you will receive. You are loved by God. No matter how you messed up, no matter the high mountain you're on or the deep valley you're in, no matter when you are broken, And when your pillow is a stone, you are loved. So we want to give you this stone, and we're going to pass some out around you if you'd like. Go ahead, Gail. And we want to share these with you. And we encourage you to take one for your household and then one to share with others. I think we have enough. There are some up here on these tables, and there's a few out in the gathering space. But take these stones home with you. Put them in a place of prominence. Put them on your dresser so that when you can't sleep at night, you can look up and see your agape stone and know that you are loved. Put them in your bathroom, because if you're like me, you're sometimes startled when you look in the mirror, and you need to be reminded that you are indeed loved. Keep them near your heart. Put them at your table. Put them at your desk if you work and you feel unloved at work. Put them in your car to remind you to extend agape love to all of the other idiots driving. Put them where you will be reminded that you are loved and will continue to be loved. Do you need more, Gail? Good. Take one for yourself and take one to share. And if we don't get one to you quickly here, you can grab some on the way out. Agape stones. May you experience the God of love. And for all who are online, if you contact the church, send me an email, send me a text, call me on the phone, reach out to the church, and we will send you an agape stone as well, because we want you to know that you are loved by God always and everywhere.